All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Q&A live stream number 145. It's approximately 7:03 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. And obviously, I'll cut right to the chase. The Kmart store in Costa Mesa, California is unfortunately closing. The final day of operation, from what I hear, is going to be in July instead of it being in June. Yes, I know. That's just how it happened to be. Not happened to be. Rather, I hope this is a little okay. That's why I have to have those two lamps on because it gives a better flow. But yes, the Kmart store located in Costa Mesa, California, will be closing this in July. So we don't know about any other closures right now. Now apparently the systems are down on jobs.sears.com. Must be their department or something. But yeah, okay, their site is back up now. Happy birthday, Brandon Smith. How are you? Pretty good. It's the G-Man. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, actually. Let's go to Chrome tab. So this is the job closings for Sears right now. Baton Rouge is already gone. But this is where we're at right now for closing jobs. So Costa Mesa, California is officially closing. Right now they are hiring for 3 positions: apparel, cashier, and hard lines. So the store is closing. Liquidation sales, I believe, are starting next week. And yes, I did say May 30th, but I think it is going to be closing in July. And I do believe that tomorrow we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of more closings for Sears and Kmart. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. So we're definitely going to see some more closures tomorrow. So, but I do think this is the tip of the iceberg, and we will be seeing some more closures tomorrow. So, hello, Stephen Prescott. How are you? Good evening. Oh, okay, thanks. Yes, happy Cinco de Mayo. I actually had some authentic Mexican food for dinner, which was nice. Not necessarily. The whole world has to be. We have to. It's not just going to be here. It's going to be around the world, which is why, to tell you the truth, I will not be studying abroad for as long as I'm going to college. It's speculation. I don't know what other locations, but I do know that there's going to be another round tomorrow because, like I said, Alex, this is just the tip of the iceberg. So I think we're going to be seeing some more announcements coming tomorrow. This one apparently slid through the crack. Wow. And they even posted it too. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of news articles on it tomorrow. But I think we will be seeing another list. And I basically predicted this. I predicted after the second round was finishing up on Sunday, they'd move on to the next round of Sears and Kmart closing. So I think this is just the beginning of either a long list or a short list. I know 3 more additional stores will be closing next Sunday. And also that goes for about 18 JCPenney stores, which are also finishing up liquidation sales. So yeah, that's where we're at right now with Sears and Kmart. So I think we'll be seeing some closures. I don't know if I would have to guess. Possibly Newburgh and Harrisburg might be on the list of Sears tomorrow. Yeah, I was surprised about that one too. Yeah, no, it's really bad India right now with COVID. I mean, they're literally begging for oxygen. It's really bad over there. Like it's not a place to be right now, India. Apple already has 2 locations in Bergen County, and I don't think they're jumping the gun yet for American Dream. The same can be said for the Cheesecake Factory. They already have one at the Shops Riverside. In addition, they have Grand Lux at Westfield Garden State Plaza. So I'm not too sure yet. Definitely Newburgh, I think, will be next. But again, speculation. If they could pull they could do Massapequa, they could do another one. Again, I don't know. Oh, you took pics of the Pasadena Sears. That's good. It's still open though. I already have the first dose. I'm actually getting my second dose next week. Hey, Northwest Elevators, how are you? The pandemic, to tell you the truth, the pandemic isn't going to be over until everybody reaches herd immunity, not just the United States. We're talking every single country around the globe. Yes, I do believe we can get closer to normal in July. I heard Broadway, they're opening up theaters, so I think we're going to get closer to normal by July. Nope, Macy's only does one round a year, so they're not going to be doing another round this year. Whatever round was announced earlier this year, that's it. Aside from the fact that Macy's Comac never reopened, but that's a story for another time. So, well, the vaccine. Well, to tell you the truth, the has been deployed for almost several months now. We, of course, will be safe with the vaccine. That's why everyone's getting vaccinated. Yeah, but if Apple does choose American Dream, they're definitely gonna. You can definitely say goodbye to the one at Woodcliff Lake. There's no reason for them to keep that one. They're either gonna get rid of that one or they're gonna. Yeah, because you got Woodcliff Lake and Nanuet. I don't know which one they're gonna get rid of first, but I think Woodcliff Lake would probably close in favor of American Dream. Obviously, they want to keep Westfield Garden State Plaza. There's no doubt about that. It did slip through the cracks, which to me was very surprising. So I'm sure we'll be seeing some articles about it. The local news media, whatever, is based out there in California. But yeah, it's sad because all those people by July are going to be losing their jobs. And something tells me that Avenel is probably going to be on tomorrow's list, given that someone had a rumor about it on layoffs. So something tells me it's going to be that. It's going to be Costa Mesta and Avenel on tomorrow's list. Westwood, I believe, is going to be the last Kmart in New Jersey. I think the Avenel's definitely going to go before Westwood. I don't know because apparently they're still sending merchandise to Sears in Brooklyn, and considering they put a Kmart in there, I know, and this is another debate. It's not a Kmart in there. That is not a Kmart. It's a Kmart inside a Sears. It's almost like the whole thing with Macy's backstage, but still, that's not a Kmart. A Kmart is only a Kmart when it's freestanding. There is such a big debacle and a debate on that. That is not a Kmart. That is a Kmart inside a Sears. That's not a freestanding Kmart. That's not a Kmart on the outside. It's just a Kmart. It's a store within a store, basically. That's what that Kmart is. I don't care what someone says. That is a Sears, not a Kmart. Hi, Hasma Studios. How are you? Whoop. When is the coronavirus going to end? Unfortunately, I do not have the answer to that. I think we're going to get to see some normality back in the fall or winter, but it's going to take some time. And especially with the way that India is right now, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Because if India gets out of control and the whole world, we're going to be in shutdown. We're going to have to go all the way back to square one. That's only if the Indian variant of the virus is hesitant against the vaccines. If that happens and it spreads, we're all screwed, basically. All the effort and all the campaigning, all for nothing then, because of India. But I don't want to play the blame game on that. Yeah, for now, but we'll see what happens. Yes. Yes, it did close in early 2020. Hey, Joe, how are you? Yeah, the virus is not too bad here. They're really starting to ease restrictions, though, like quickly. Yeah, they needed to ban travel to India. Absolutely, every country needed to. It's really bad, but I'm glad other countries aside the United States are sending supplies there. Yeah, it's a really scary situation over there. Like, I mean, people are begging for oxygen. People are lining up there each day for. I mean, they don't even have enough. They don't even have enough vaccines. Like, it is really scary over there. Sorry for my language, but it's the truth. Speaking of DSW, I'm going to be visiting the DSW on Friday in Paramus, riding that Dover Impulse. I haven't been on that almost in 6 years, so let's see how it's running in 2021. Given that American Dream has a water park, the only indoor water park and theme park near New York City, yeah, I think it's probably doing a-okay, even with the capacity limits. Oh, they're putting a Mrs. Fields. Oh, those are always good, Mrs. Fields. Um, I think it's because the auto center is actually more profitable than the actual store, but we all know the eventuality is the auto center closes down the road. They're pulling the same thing um, with what's it called? The grand stores in Rancho Cucamonga and Thornton, closing the stores but keeping the auto centers open. But I guess they know eventually they're going to close the auto centers too. So I don't know. It's really weird how they do the closings like that. But I mean, any closings right now, all we know is the Costa Mesa. That's the only one that's closing right now. So, but anyways, let me actually go ahead and put my headphones in. I gotta see if they're plugged in here. Whoop. No guess. Uh, guys, hold on. I gotta connect my headphones here. Give me 1 second. Okay, my apologies, guys. I just had to connect my headphones. So, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. They probably want people to stay safe, and they probably know not everyone's vaccinated yet. Westfield Garden State Plaza Mall is also on Sesame Street. All Star Alphabet. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, good. I'm glad you're getting your second vaccination. I'm getting mine on the 11th. I know. I agree. Yes, I agree too. By the way, if you messenger the South Lake Tahoe Kmart and send $10.85, they will send a big Kmart logo T-shirt. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I have a feeling New Jersey is probably going to do the same. They're going to probably do something similar to that, but probably like closer to 80 to 90. Wow. Okay, I actually might let my friend know about that. They'll send you a big Kmart logo T-shirt. Hmm. Okay. Sorry. Okay. No, no new stores are closing. Sorry, guys. I have a whole lot of messages coming in right now. This is a bad time to do a live stream. Okay. Sorry. All right. I'm not distracted now. But thank you again for someone reminding me about that Kmart thing. I actually just forward that to my friend. So thank you. Seeing if he's interested. Okay, great. You got your second Moderna vaccine. That's good to know. If it has a Macy's and a Target, then the mall's fine. If the anchors are strong and high performing, then the mall's fine. Target's a good anchor, and Macy's is a decent anchor, so the mall's not necessarily in trouble. Hi, Nicola Slar. How are you? I don't know. Oh, hi, Nicole. So how are you? I don't know when Disney's releasing their list. I know Bergentown Center is closing. Palisades, I knew it was closing because it was temporarily closed, which turned into permanent closings. Yeah, it is going to be a while till everybody's fully vaccinated because you have those ones who are hesitant. Hi, Chris. I just saw your update about Sears and Roebuck. It's really a Kmart leaving Southern California. Any more locations coming out tomorrow? Yes, there's going to be more. We don't know which locations they are, but we're going to be seeing, I think, a much bigger list. It's going to take some time. I already have the document formed on Google Docs, and once I have the entire list formulated, I will be sharing. I mean, so far we just have the Kmart and Costa Mesa, so we just got to wait a little bit. It's going to take some time. Obviously, they're going to do a phone call and they're going to, say which ones are closing. So yeah, with what's going on in India, that would not be a good if it hits the U.S. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, we have made so much progress, like expanding capacity limits. Um, Obviously, I'll just do it anyway. You know, doing this when needed, obviously. So yeah, I would hate to see all that progress go away. Again, I do not live near the Freehold Raceway Mall, so I could not tell you, unfortunately. Nope. Right now, we're just at about 18 J.C. Penney's, and all 18 of them are concluding liquidation sales on Sunday, May 16th, 2021. That's into addition with the two Kmarts and the single Sears Grand and Rancho Cucamonga. So lots of closings with SB360. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. There's a whole bunch of closures, and I'll be making all kinds of posts about that. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's on all the Facebook groups I'm in and Reddit and all the other places. So definitely stay tuned for that because that's a bunch of closures that are coming up. Well, if it's in that central part of Jersey, they really should put a nice big world class shop right down there because the Saker shop rates, at least in the central part of the state, are all world class. So they really should consider that. Yeah, I mean that's not terrible, but not a great anchor lineup. Yeah, I guess I am. Whenever they make that announcement, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. There's still a lot of work to do with COVID. That's interesting that maybe FYE signed something with Make Eric to do Danbury and Freehold Raceway Mall. That's interesting because both of those properties are owned by Mink, Eric. That's really interesting that both malls would get an FYE. Hi, Roblox. How are you? Yeah, and I don't think it was the nicest Lord and Taylor either. Well, yeah. I mean, I have my first dose already, so I'm getting my second dose of the vaccine next Tuesday. So that's when I'm going to really feel the side effects. I mean, I'm hoping not too many side effects, but I'm definitely going to feel it. So. Oh, Sears hometowns, I think, are locally owned. I got the Pfizer vaccine. My first dose was on the 20th, and my second dose is going to be on the 11th. So I think there's still an FYE in Livingston, which is interesting. Livingston is in deep trouble. I mean, between losing, obviously he was going to lose the Sears one way or another, but man, losing Lord and Taylor, that was. Although I do remember going in there, and this was 17 days before the pandemic hit and all malls were closed. Not a single customer inside that Lord. It was just dead. It was just, and it was sad to walk through too, because I'm like, I think Lord and Taylor might close this location in 2 years. And who would have thought COVID would have been ultimately the final nail in the coffin for Lord and Taylor? But they were already starting to show signs of them struggling. Century 21 definitely was an interesting one, but they're coming back. And I'm not a huge fan of the Lord and Taylor online website, as a lot of you know. I made a video about it. It's here. Check it out. There's not really much else I can make a video on about that. But still, sad to see them go. And no, they definitely won't. Definitely won't be coming back. Does that mall still have a JCPenney? I'd be surprised if it's the last Sears in the state of Maryland. Still has a JCPenney. Wow. And a Sears. That's not something you see every day. A mall with a Macy's, a JCPenney, and a Sears. I think the Sears, though, is one floor. I think. Maybe it is 2 floors. I don't know. Some of the stores are 1 floor. Some of the stores are 2 floors. Dick's is, what is Dick's over here? There's a Dick's Sporting Goods over here. That is 1 floor. I really wonder. Yes, 1 floor Sears. Looks like a 1 floor Barnes and Noble, a 1 floor JCPenney, and a 1 floor Macy's. Wow, an all 1 floor mall in Maryland. That's kind of rare. But yeah, that's the last Sears. Hello, elevators of Steel City by 07 or Fan 102. Yeah, GameStop suffered from online sales. So, well, you got the bunch of the parking decks. There's a bunch of hotels there. I mean, it's not the most exciting mall in the world. I definitely am going to go to the Sears eventually whenever they make the announcement, whether that's tomorrow or next week. Because Jersey City for me is really easy to get to. I can just take the train. It's really not that much of a hassle to go all the way down there. And I'm willing to do it if Sears if Transform Co. makes the announcement about that Jersey City store. I mean, to be honest, that's going to be the next closure in New Jersey, unless they do another Kmart in the meantime. Okay, I see. I went to Lord and Taylor at Destiny USA in July of 2020. I walked through the store for an hour and I saw only 3 customers. Wow, that is sad. That is actually sad that you only saw 3 customers. I'll get back to you thing. I got my friend. Okay. Yeah, I guess if you want to try. Yeah, but I mean, I went inside Lord and Taylor Livingston. This is at the time when I was living away at school, and I think I was the only person in the store. I think that's why I got busted for filming the elevator in Lord and Taylor Freehold, because I was the only customer there. and I guess they or either their security saw me filming their store elevator. It's really weird when you walk in there with no one in there because you could get questions right away for what are you doing here. I mean, I left the store afterwards. I wasn't about to go in there and keep filming. Obviously, I left the store. But yeah, still sad about the thing. Yeah, it's really depressing. But a lot of it had to do with Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay basically ruined Lord and Taylor, favoritized Saks Fifth Avenue, which we knew the whole plan was the whole time. And Latote, I mean, Latote got unlucky. That was basically it. Latote got very unlucky because I think they still were going to close stores even if COVID didn't hit, unfortunately. I'm not a huge fan of the new website. Is it great to see Lord and Taylor back? Of course. My issue with Lord and Taylor's website, it's not special. It's not like it's a great experience because you're basically just looking at merchandise right in front of a screen. Like going into the actual physical Lord and Taylor stores, that was like unique, and that was the whole reason I filmed a lot of them with my phone because I wanted to post them on YouTube so that people could see what the Lord and Taylors looked like inside. With obviously without the liquidators, which were Hilco merchants, asking me all kinds of questions. So, excuse me. But yeah, no, I agree that their new website stinks. I mean, okay, maybe it's because I'm a male and I'm not a female, but even for females, like females like to try stuff on. They like to try on the dresses. Well, they're gonna go online and do that. I don't think so. Not, I don't think And shoes, like that's a big thing with department stores. And Lord and Taylor, I'm sure, had a very big shoe section. Shoe section. Say if you can say that 3 times fast back in the day. So I don't know. I'm just saying it from my perspective, but I'm sure a female could say it in a much different perspective, at least. FYE is ideal for some malls like Roosevelt Field, Westfield Garden State Plaza, and Willowbrook Mall. Possibly, and I don't think Roosevelt Field. Nah, you could stick that at Broadway Commons though, and it would do, I guess, decent. Willowbrook, yeah, I could see it doing there. I think so too. Dick's Sporting Goods is very popular. They seem to be very popular, and relocations too seem to be another popular thing with them. Yeah. Oh yeah. Have fun with the North Deck. Bunch of Otis Series ones there. Go wild. Yeah, that's interesting how a Sears in Orlando stays in business. My guess is because of the retired people that are retired down there who used to shop Sears in the Northeast are now shopping Sears down there. It's probably why they stay open. But even then, it's really sad to walk through Sears. Definitely Smith Haven, just given the geographical location. Destiny USA is in deep crap. Yes, but Gordon Brothers didn't really. Yeah, Gordon Brothers. Yeah, that is another liquidation company, but they're not well known as Hilco Merchants. So if it has a live casino, then yeah, I think the mall has somewhat of a future. Yes, that would be correct. You could also say King of Prussia and the mall at Short Hills too. Definitely not a good mall for an FYE. Um, and I haven't really no Lodi. Lodi was the only one that they yelled at me for filming. I got to film inside a Pathmark though. Again, I got away with it. Oh, you went to Menlo Park. Yeah, I've been meaning to get back down there, but right now nothing's closing, so I'm not about to make the trip there. Yeah, it's not because I'm trying to, but going to malls, guys, is yeah, it's fun, but at the same time, it's also expensive. So I try to, you know, but I will eventually get back down there. Yes, but right now I don't have any plans to go there. No, not at the moment, at least, unless something radically changes. Oh, where'd you go this weekend, John? Say. Something else too. The Bloomingdale's outlet store is opening up the 14th, and you know what's interesting too. I called the Nordstrom Rack store in Northwest Washington D.C. They didn't give a location. All of a sudden, they didn't see my video. They saw my video and then they said, "Oh, you got to change this," and the guy did it. It's amazing what a video can do to make somebody do a job. I wonder if he got transferred though to another Nordstrom Rack in Washington D.C. He probably did, honestly. He probably did. It's probably like a Cherry Hill Christiana Mall because the Nordstrom there is very similar. The key difference between those two stores is their Schindler is silver, but Cherry Hill Schindler is gold. Both 338s though. Nothing that's exciting. Oh, I mean, there's not really much to see there given that Nordstrom closed. I only went because of Nordstrom. I didn't go for any other reason. I mean, that was one of five in the state. We're now down to four given the freehold closure. I still think they should have closed Menlo Park, but again, that's me, and obviously they're going to favor Menlo Park because of its proximity to Staten Island. So again, that's just me. Yes, it could do well at Newport Center Mall. I hope Kmart Marshall, Michigan stays too, honestly, and Westmoreland, Michigan. We can't forget about the Sears in Westmoreland, Michigan. But it's still sad that the Kmart in yeah, no, Los Angeles, the greater Los Angeles area is going to have no more Kmart's after the Coast Casa Mesa closes in July. But I think we're going to be seeing a much bigger list tomorrow. So I think that was just a nice hint of what's going to be coming tomorrow. So it was one that slid today. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Westland, Michigan. And the Westland, Michigan Sears actually has a Montgomery Kone. Um, but we shall see. You know, I'd expect SB360 to be updating their page pretty soon. I'm waiting to do a video on it because I guess they're not adding any new stores yet until they get some more confirmations. You know, it's funny, they still have stores that have basically been done with liquidation since Sunday. So my guess is they're just waiting till tomorrow to add the new stores, but I'm sure they already have an idea of which ones they are. It's just they're not going to announce them until tomorrow. And then obviously Pennsylvania has no more Kmart's. It's down to 3 Sears stores, the one level one in Harrisburg, a 2 level one in Media, Pennsylvania, and the one at Willow Grove. So Pennsylvania is down to 3 Sears stores left. New Jersey is down to 2 Kmart's, Avenel, Westwood, but Avenel might be on the list tomorrow. And then the Sears in Jersey City, the Kmart on Astor Place, the Sears in Brooklyn, Sears in Massapequa, Kmart in Bridgehampton. No Sears or Kmart branded stores left in Connecticut. So it's literally one by one. They're just going. That's basically it. Why did my window get so freaking small? That's outrageous that it did. Yes, Texas is down to 1 Sears because Messaquit, Texas closed on Sunday, April 18th, 2021. El Paso, Texas is the last one left. So. But yeah. Yeah, so I mean, and Hilco is right now not involved with any other new clients. Express, they're liquidating one. I think Fry's is basically done at this point. I think they're done by the first. Oh. Um yeah, I don't know, honestly. Long Beach, California, I know closed. The Boyle Heights one, that was a huge loss, that one. I don't think so. I think all of them are connected to malls at this point, aside from Brooklyn. You know, I don't really go to Dunkin' Donuts that much, so I don't know. Again, I prefer Krispy Kreme, and maybe that's just because I'm 5 minutes away from one. But no, I'm not like a huge fan of the whole Dunkin' rebrand. Hi, Elevating Florida. How are you? Yes, Quaker Bridge Mall no longer has a Lord and Taylor. Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up because when I went down to the Lord and Taylor Quaker Bridge Mall, I actually got a donut at Dunkin'. Which Kmart in New York is closing? There's only a couple. There's only a couple. Penn Station already closed. Unfortunately, I couldn't go because of COVID, which I should have done when I was coming back from Broadway Commons, but I wasn't thinking at the time. Yeah, Greensboro, North Carolina is not closing right now. And by the indications of their job postings on Twitter, I don't see that one closing anytime soon. Same can be said for the Westwood Kmart. Um, but yeah, it's so nice when it's just bright out. I mean, obviously the sun's going down, but it's nice to know when it's nice, like the days are longer. So no, I think they modernized the elevator at Sears in Brooklyn. Oh, another entertainment center is there. Yeah, must have not been looking at my phone for too long. Yeah, I wanted to take a look at Brooklyn. What elevator do they have at Sears in Brooklyn? I'm sure it's generic. Hmm. Sorry, guys. I'm literally because I'm not even looking at my phone right now, so I do apologize. I'm just trying to message some people. So my apologies. Yes, Chick-fil-A is doing great. Yeah, Chick-fil more like go on a Saturday night at a shopping center called Teterboro Landing. Chick-fil-A is doing phenomenal. It's not just okay. Not when you have lines around your parking lot. It's more than okay for Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is killing it. More so. There's lines there every day except for Sunday. Sad but true. Especially on a Saturday, those lines they are something. I don't think the food's worth the lines though. That's just, again my opinion. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that Saxes would be there then. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Oh, good. Yeah, 60 frames per second is always a good thing. My camera's actually 60 frames per second. No, I think it's going to be closing in July. I think liquidation sales are starting. Yeah, there's going to be some list coming out tomorrow, so I'm gonna, make another video about it and get everybody because I know everyone's thinking May 30th. Now, yeah, no, the liquidation company I think is arriving in June, and I think they're going to liquidate it at least until July because obviously they have to liquidate all the crap in there, including the store fixtures. Um, no, I wouldn't think so. Not for an FYE. I'm not surprised given their drive-through lines. Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense to liquidate a store in 30 days. It's going to take 45 days for them to move all the crap out of there, literally including store fixtures. That's cash registers, mannequins, break room items, all that kind of crap. Literally liquidating all assets. No FYE for Walt Limit Shops. Yeah, I think I think the round one by the JC Penney is perfect. And because round one has a contract with Schindler, I mean, who wouldn't see that as a win-win? They could even use the existing escalators personally, but it might also be too small for round one too. That's something else you got to look at. I think they'll choose Brunswick Square over Woodbridge Center. The reason I say that is because Brunswick Square is a more vulnerable mall than Woodbridge Center, just given the geographical location and the fact that Brunswick Square is between Monmouth Mall, Woodbridge Center, Menlo Park, and Freehold Raceway Mall. So I would think that FYE might close Brunswick Square over Woodbridge Center, no doubt about that. Amazes me that the mall still has a Macy's and a J.C. Penney, but that could very well change a couple months down the road. I'd imagine they'll take the logos down there. I missed round one in Taunton, Massachusetts, and Silver City Galleria. They were forced to close. Okay. I'm sure they'll get a new location over there. I doubt they're going to be gone that long. Plus, round one's pretty popular. I don't see them not being not. I don't see them. I see them coming back in the near future, rather. Wait a minute. Let me see. Yes, of course they're pushing it on their social media page. How could I not know about the Westfield Garden State Plaza Spring Flower Exhibit? They're literally pushing it on their social media page. No, Boss Cops is committed to Monmouth Mall, so I don't think they're going anywhere. You do cheer? Oh yeah, I know some males that do cheerleading. I know cheerleading's for girls, but male cheerleaders. That's always fun too. Roosevelt Field. Fashion Valley Mall doesn't even come close to Roosevelt Field. Nothing except Westfield Garden State Plaza, which has a slight edge over Roosevelt Field, and that's only because of their movie theater and their massive food court. Although to some extent, Roosevelt Field's food court is much better than Westfield Garden State Plaza, just because it's more open. But yeah, so. Ouch. Yeah. Well, warehouses seem to be a common, especially, I mean, there's so many Amazon fulfillment centers, and my guess is malls are just great hubs for that. I definitely cannot see that in Paramus, and I hope that Paramus doesn't get that because that would really suck for Paramus. Yeah, I don't, yeah, I think so. With the big Kmart logo, the one in Marshall, Michigan is the last one with the old big Kmart logo. All the other ones have the new Kmart logo from 2004. Of course, people are critical of dates. Yes, I'll change the date. Ugh. Yeah, so it's okay. So the Kmart in Costa Mesa, California is closing Sunday, July 18th, 2021, which I kind of predicted we'd see a round go by then. So I'm not surprised. I correctly predicted that actually. Not for that particular location, but that does sound about right. Sunday, July 18th, 2021. Interesting. Yeah, an old Macy's in Nanuet turned into an at-home, so I'm not surprised they're expanding too. Everyone's basically expanding. Hmm. Oh yeah, I'm so happy my semester's almost over though. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day, so probably no live stream tomorrow. But maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. Got to see how my day goes tomorrow because tomorrow I have a lot of stuff to do, and I also kind of want to see my friends tomorrow. Um, I don't know about one on Friday. Maybe we'll see. And this weekend I'm going to be kind of busy, and Sunday is Mother's Day, so. I'm sure that's going to get demolished too, the big Kmart. If it has one vacant anchor, then that means the mall's doing fine. If it has three anchors if a mall has three out of its four anchors that are vacant, then the mall's in trouble. But if it only has one anchor that's vacant, that's very easy to come by. That's very similar to that as Roosevelt Field, although that's an anchor and a half, so I can't really say it. But I do think eventually Century 21 is going to do there. What does Newport Center have other than the North Garage and the glass elevator? Basically, a bunch of Schindlers, although you have the Schindler Westinghouses, the Bank-O-Two inside the JCPenney, the Gloria Schindler MT inside the Macy's, the Schindler 330A inside the Kohl's store, and the Schindler 330A inside the H&M store. You also got another south parking deck, which is near the Macy's store, that actually connects to the Westin Hotel. Yeah, I've never tried Urban Bricks before. I don't think we have one nearby. Yeah. But I know they're a new chain that's been popping up. I've never, yeah, no, I've never really eaten there too. We don't have one in my immediate area, although we might get one. Um, again, I cannot predict if Willow Grove Park will be on that list. So right now, I can't say yes and I can't say no. Gallery at White Plains, this amount. I'm sorry. I can't even. It would be nice to do it. I'll just do it anyway. God. Oh man. Okay. I hope I'm drawing this right. There are 0 anchors left at what's it called? Gallery at White Plains. Yes, Urban Bricks is at the Paramus Plaza near PC Richard and Son. Yes, you are correct about that. Yeah, I think Avenel, I think, is definitely going to be on the list tomorrow because someone did say a rumor about that in what was it, July? Wow, everybody's getting critical of my dates. Oh man, I almost kind of feel bad for making that video, but I'm not about to put energy. I will do one tomorrow gladly if there's more closings. But yeah, I do think Avenel is going to be on the list tomorrow because Costa Mesta. And yes, I do think one of the two. There's the 2-level one in the Bronx, and then there's the other one in the Bronx near the Mall at Bay Plaza. So I do think, yeah, Avenel will definitely be on the list tomorrow, no doubt about that. And probably Marshall, Michigan, since sadly the Little Caesars inside that Kmart recently closed. So I think that'll be on the list tomorrow too. Mall of Georgia, I think, is better. Yeah, but H&M really is nothing special. That's a piece of junk, Kone. Same can be said for Forever 21. Chapels Hills Mall, I think, is better than Gallery at White Plains. Is getting demolished completely. Macy's, Sears, Jason. I'm sure those anchors are probably already long gone. That's the whole point of getting the mall getting demolished. Plus, there are no Sears and or Kmart stores in Arizona. So I think those stores have been long gone. Yes, North Garage has a whole bunch of Otis Series 1 elevators. Yeah, I think Gallery at White Plains is going to, from what I hear, they're going to redevelop the center. Macy's building coming down does not surprise me at all. I mean, Macy's was going to close that store anyway down the road. Sorry about that, guys. Yep, and the only other one I think after that is in Miami. Yes, though those are some key factors too. Well, if it has blocked off sections and an abandoned auto center, yeah, that store's probably going to close. Although they did just post new jobs, so again, I don't know. So again, I don't know, but Avenel I think is going to be on the list tomorrow. I think Westwood's going to be the last Kmart in the state, which to me would be amazing for Bergen County, New Jersey, to be the last Kmart in the entire state of New Jersey. That to me would be amazing. So the key to filming that glass elevator is you go right when the doors open or before the doors open. So yeah, well now they're liquidating that fishing section. I'm sure Target will do smaller concept stores and they'll easily pick up those stores. I think Sears headquarters is already gone, basically. I think so too. I think it's gonna be Avenel Coast, Costa Mesa, probably one of the two ones in the Bronx, and I don't think they'd want to close Bridgehampton, although they could do that too. They could pull Bridgehampton too, and probably I don't know. It's like hard to tell with that. Yeah, Greensboro might be on the list tomorrow, given that an abandoned auto center and several blocked off sections. That'll definitely be on the list tomorrow then. Oh, Sears line buttons. Those are always fun. Do you think Macy's will keep their Sunrise locations since Urban Edge owns them all? Probably not. I know the Sears is going to crap the bed any day, but probably not. I don't see Macy's staying at Sunrise. Macy's invested a lot in Green Acres, Roosevelt Field, and Manhasset. I don't see them needing a third county and a third location or a fourth location. 4 locations in Nassau County. I think they're fine with Green Acres, in Valley Stream, Manhasset, New York, and Roosevelt Field in Garden City, New York. They don't need more than 3. And even that is a lot. True, but according to someone who told me on Reddit, they're still sending merchandise there. Even with the third floor closed off, they're sending merchandise there. Yes, Monitor TR is junk. Could Jersey City be on Sears be on the list? I doubt it, but hey, anything's possible at this point. Yeah, they'll definitely deactivate their websites. And who knows, maybe Amazon will buy the URLs just because of how valuable they are. Maybe Eddie will sell them for a quote unquote huge loss. Could you imagine? Eddie Lampert and Larry Costello selling Sears.com and Kmart.com to Amazon for a quote unquote huge loss. I'm sorry. That would just be sad. I know it might happen, and speculation is always fun, of course. But could you imagine if Amazon just buys it just for the name recognition? It'll be a huge loss, but Amazon will definitely have a fun day at the so-called virtual mall. Oh man, I'm on a roll tonight. Um, no, I don't think so. Home and life is another joke. Sorry to say, their home and life concept failed even before COVID. The Sears home and life concept just failed. That was a huge mistake. They're probably taking a huge loss on that too. I guess I guess it's a good thing, but at the same time, I don't know what's going to happen with Quaker Bridge because you have Market Fair up the road. So it's difficult to tell with that mall, but it still is an Apple store and a nice one at that. So I don't think they're leaving there anytime soon. Bridgewater got a nice Apple store. I think Apple is still committed to Bridgewater, which is a good thing because it still has a Bloomingdale's and a Macy's. Although they're going to have to do something about that Lord and Taylor spot at the mall. Yeah, I've never gotten any good deals at Burlington before. I was ashamed what they did with the Burlington and Wayne. That what a piece of junk that was. Terrible mod too. I hated the mod. Marshalls I like more. TJ Maxx is definitely more for women. I've tried shopping in TJ Maxx. I could never find it. Marshalls is more my type of store. TJ Maxx not really. TJ Maxx is a very small men's selection. They're known for more women's stuff. Marshalls is women's and men's, but they have a bigger an equally big men's section. Just not TJ Maxx though. No, because Kmart Australia and Sears Mexico are not owned by Eddie Lampert. I got shoes from Burlington for $25. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to say Burlington's a terrible store. You can find good deals there. It's just for me personally, it's not my number one choice. And I've tried shopping there too. It's just there's just not good deals. So not necessarily. I think JCPenney, even with Simon and Brookfield, they're still going to hold on to their stores. But they are going to get rid of the stores that are underperforming, like the stores that are not near malls and that do not do well, and the ones that are like in the middle of the country. I don't see JCPenney wanting to invest in those stores. Because, for an example, 18 of them, which are not in Simon Property Group or Brookfield properties or even other mall properties that are well known across America, are closing this Sunday. I think and I think Brookfield made a huge mistake with selling Bridgewater. I don't know why they sold Bridgewater. I think that was a dumb mistake. They should have kept it. It's a good, decent, profitable mall, and it's a decent property. Why wouldn't have Brookfield wanted that? Especially, look, I could understand if it has crappy anchors, but I think for Brookfield that was a huge mistake. Why would you get rid of Bridgewater? Although the Bloomingdale's might close. Definitely an 8 on that. Menlo Park, Schindler. I plan on getting back there soon, but not anytime soon. No, because I think there's already another one around there. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. No, but they have an anchor and a half. They have some discount store on the lower level though, so I guess that's a good thing. Eddie will get crushed by Jeff Bezos. No doubt about that. Monitor TR sucks. PTL is not bad. Monitor TR is worse. Well, yeah, that's why they bought them because they knew if J.C. Penney were to crap the bed, then there goes their mall portfolio. Their mall portfolio would be down the toilet. So that's why they bought them. Hamilton Mall did not lose power, which is a good thing because man, that would have sucked. Yes, I did. Yeah, Menlo Park Barnes Noble is pretty loud. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty loud Schindler, which is why I haven't gone back there. Actually, no, that's a stupid reason. I haven't gone back to Menlo Park because there's no major anchor right now pulling the plug. So no reason for me to make a trip there, and an unnecessary one too. I want to go if something is actually going out of business. Monitor PC, no, monitor TR is just disgusting. I don't like the generic buttons. Yeah, they're clicky, but they're just gross, absolutely gross. I've been on a couple. Two Sears Drive in Paramus is a great example of a disgusting one. Five Summit Ave and Hackensack, just loud. Actually, no, it was nightmarishly loud. That was a pretty loud Schindler. No, not when the mall is. There's not when the mall is near all kinds of different retail, and that's not really like an attraction. And there's an old racetrack there that's been closed for years, so I don't really know what the future of that mall is going to be. Oh, I see. The cab didn't vibrate, but it was loud. The motor was definitely loud. Oh, I see. Yeah, but I think that's gone now. I think they did a decent job on the mod. XL did it, and I think it was just fixture replacement with that one. It's interesting that XL did it too. It wasn't noticed. That was definitely XL. Except they kept the fixtures and the motor, which to me is interesting. No, I didn't feel the motor on my feet. Got late quick. Wow. Some people can just be really funny, don't can't they? Mm. No, XL is they did Neiman Marcus at the Westchester, Westfield Garden State Plaza, and White Plains. Wait, what were Macy's Roosevelt Field Glass? What do you mean Macy's Roosevelt Field Glass? There's that Macy's does not have a glass elevator. That's a metal elevator. Oh, do you mean the door? Yeah, someone did break the door the other day. I did see that. I think that's what you mean. No, Macy's is not leaving Roosevelt Field for good. No, they are keeping that store. That store's not going anywhere. Definitely not going anywhere. It's been there since 1956. Always has been a Macy's from the day it opened. Don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. But anyways, I'm sorry. Reading this stuff on Sears layoffs is just funny. So, I guess. But anyways, does anybody here have any last minute questions? I know we went a little over. Um, so I do agree, yes. So any wow, I almost don't want to give up this stream because there's actually a decent amount of people watching right now. So we'll keep it going for a little bit. Keep it going for a little bit. No, I think Bloomingdale Sono will be the final. Yeah, I think so too. Concord is worse than Kone. So I don't know. Wow, you got 15 people on here. Wow, it's a lot of people. Almost. There's almost yeah, a lot of people. No, not yet, because there's actually a decent amount of people on here. Oh no, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm definitely not quitting YouTube. Not yet, at least. But yeah, no, I'm not quitting YouTube. Not anytime soon. Yes, I know. I know. I know. Because the whole talk, they ruined the Tallman details. Let's keep making fun of Eddie. No, I want to save that for when they announce more stores. I'm not going to let that fly with just one store today. Eddie will get his time tomorrow in tomorrow's live stream, which will be later, which will be tomorrow. Yeah, we don't have a cheddar. We don't have cheddars around here. Interesting. And I think American Dream's getting a yard house too. Okay, we'll have fun at H&M. Probably Menlo Park Mall, Edison, New Jersey. Met Barnes and Noble versus H&M at Roosevelt Field. How long will Lord and Taylor survive as an online retailer? I hope they don't die like they did as an in-person chain. That I don't know personally. I don't know if they're going to survive. Again, I'm not a huge fan of their online website, so who knows? They could be bought out by Amazon and then the name goes defunct. Interesting. Oh, and Eddie Lambert was like, as we all know, we faced retrenchment and restructuring. What an idiot when he said that on CN when they put that on CNBC. Like, as we all know, a way I would have liked, way I would have liked, and that's coming from the man who bought himself a yacht. I mean, come on now. The way I would have liked. Are you kidding me? You never invested in the store. You know, why didn't he go on TV and say, I effed up. I'm sorry. You know, here's your severance packages. Go work for a different company. No. So no, he just did that for. He just had to do that for an appearance to cover his ASSS. That's why I don't like Eddie Lampert. And what the worst part is when Eddie Lampert hires people to do the liquidations, they prevent them from filming inside the stores. And even that's Eddie Lampert for you, the wonderful world of that piece of garbage man. Hudson Bay had an exclusive elevator contract with Kone. They basically replaced the cap, which I was depressed about. Yeah, I regret not going in 2015. That's one thing I regret not doing. So, does your state allow marijuana? Yes, marijuana in New Jersey is legal for anybody over 21. But if you're under 21 and you get pulled over, yeah, the cops notify your parents. No, because we got more topics to cover in the live stream other than that. IKEA, It's okay. I've been to both. The only one in Jersey that's open up on Sundays though is in Elizabeth. No, they should have made stores like Walmart and Target, and then we wouldn't have had this issue. Sears was never a supermarket, except in Canada, which is something they should have done in the United States, but hey, Eddie wasn't thinking at the time. Yep. Yep, no Walmart if Sears brand was dominant. That is correct. That is 100% correct. So, but anyways, so all right, so guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I've literally been nonstop, guys, this morning because I've had so many classes to do. So I want to thank you guys for watching Q&A live or being in Q&A live stream number 145, and we will see you guys next time. That's it.